Hey, well, what happened last time on Ebon Ward?
Last time on Ebon Ward, the party regrouped at a cafe known as Kissed by the Sea, where they reunited Garen and Andrin, who quickly left to avoid being involved in whatever bullshit was next. There, Pride and Diletta explained that the Wandering Woods and Blackthorn Manor were off limits. Keepers had gotten lucky with a cold iron compass that prevented fey magic from causing disorientation while in the woods. Many were slaughtered, and it was deemed too dangerous to investigate further. The compass was confiscated and given to the Hersif family, as they were the most neutral in this situation, with connections to Leviara and the Keepers. Pride suggested visiting the Academy to learn more about Leviara's history, the lighting of Leviara, and even Blackthorn himself. Before they left for the hotel, Nash presented Diletta a handmade lacy shawl, which she absolutely adored. At the hotel, the party bumped into Duchess and Fez, who provided some details about the goings-on from Errol. Before turning in for the night, Redpath gave Duchess a Blood Harvest apple and was shocked to have flavor for the first time in centuries. The next morning, May suggested to Duchess the possibility of being a warden. She appreciated the gumption, but made it clear it was a tad early to make a request of that caliber when someone's been in the organization for less than a year. After a hearty breakfast, they headed over to the academy and met Headmaster Penne Doopsy, an incredibly small Tengu man who gave them a tour. They eventually met Pure Lionheart, a student struggling to learn magic even in the class meant for children, and the eldest daughter of the Hersif family, Amaranth Hersif. Amaranth told them access to the compass was immediately impossible for strangers, but invited the party to her home that evening to discuss in detail with others responsible for this decision. She and the headmaster guided them to the library to pick out a few books that could help them satiate their curious minds. And that is where we left off, is that the party was kind of hanging out and doing their own thing in the library. And at this point in time, I would say that you've probably been here for a little bit on your own, giving you a chance to kind of like look over the books you've been given access to. And let's see if this map doesn't explode on you. Is it better?
Oh, it looks good.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Offhand, yeah, it seems. Did you do a bunch of work to, like, rasterize it into one image or something?
I deleted the entirety of the center and moved it to another map, which is only the center. So, yes. So it's still just a bunch of assets on Roll20, but it's not all of them on one screen.
Yeah, it seems more performant to me. How is it for you, Lamp, on stream?
There's still some hiccups, but it's probably because it's still loading in.
Yeah, it's still a lot, but yeah. So you guys have been hanging out for a little bit in what is known as the Ledoux Study Hall. It's been made abundantly clear that this is just a nice place for multiple students to just kind of sit down and chitty-chat about thesis and some hypotheses and what they plan on doing with their school activities. It isn't long until you learn that this is a sponsored invention that connects to various Ledoux kitchens, and you place a request.
Machine!
You place requests in it, and you give an X amount of gold, and then if you wait long enough, food will be brought there.
Wow.
So,
Oh, they should have these everywhere. Why don't we have these in, you know, the looks around in this public library, the place?
Because that would put people like me out of a job.
You can still make the food. I'm just asking for food teleportation.
Pat's legs, that would put them out of a job.
All right, you got me. Man, I could personally stay here all day. How are you guys feeling?
I do need to stretch my legs. I'm just gonna pace in like a circle until somebody yells at me.
That's a good one.
I think also pace.
Ooh. Get a little duck duck goose going.
Oh wait, there's not enough room over there. I was gonna go all the way around.
there's enough room. It just looks a little snug, but you needn't fret.
You're a true pacer. You make do.
For sure.
I'm tired. Never mind. I'm gonna sit down and keep reading.
Let's see here. It isn't too long while you're sitting here that you do hear the familiar noise of like a small squeaking wheel as someone scoots back into the room. Hello!
Hello, Headmaster.
Oh, yes, hello. I just wanted to double check to make sure that you found everything that you were looking for.
Well, I'm sure we could have found more, but that seemed like some high-level stuff, so...
Oh, yes, I apologize. Well, it really all depends. What are you looking for?
Dark magic.
Yes, that is restricted.
Yeah.
I'm looking more for, well, I wouldn't turn down some dark magic, of course, but I am, we're also interested in dark history. She wiggles her fingers.
That's
Ooh.
more so what I meant.
Oh, well, that's very different. It depends on which part of dark history you're looking for.
We were interested in anything you know, historically or contemporaneously, about, maybe Astrophel Blackthorn.
They kind of look you up and down a couple of times and think about it. He thinks,
I know a little bit about the individual. Not a whole lot, just because that is sort of a topic that is, left alone for the most part. You see, the concern is that if curious minds were to learn more about said individual, they might do something rash or foolish.
Like wandering off into those woods and trying to get to the manor.
Precisely!
Oh, well, we couldn't have that. But in the interest of, just scholarly academia, it does seem like he is maybe the central figure in Leviara's history. And as new arrivals in town, personally, I am filled with a boundless intellectual curiosity to know more, which I'm sure you can relate to.
give me a diplomacy.
Just imagining him vibrating in place on his
And then he pops.
Diplomacy. Let's see. That was okay.
Okay. The DC was pretty high.
Yeah, clearly.
To make that
Please?
abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Listen, Dia, I appreciate that curiosity, that drive, but I get a sense that you are the sort of person that has difficulty stopping.
Yeah, she is entirely. What would I have to do to get your trust? Not her, me.
Just imagine Redpath like shoving Dia's face out of the frame with one hand.
Mr.
Lovingly,
Redpath,
she has no self-control.
Mr. Redpath, this might sound rude, but you two came in together, and it seems like the opportunity of, well, she couldn't get in, but I can get it for you, pal. That's what friends do, but that's bad. So, I'm not sure about this.
Kind of looks away and scratches his beak a bit.
I don't understand.
Well-
Why didn't it work?
Well, that's fair, but I suppose I will echo Redpath's question in that case, which is there anything we could do to earn that level of trust? I recognize that we're new arrivals, we barely know each other, and so far you've been nothing but helpful to us, and we haven't really had the opportunity to do anything in exchange.
He thinks for a few moments.
Well, at this point, it almost feels like a bribe.
He puts his hands on his hips.
But, donations to the school are always deeply appreciated. Assistance in developing some, teleportation circles would be very useful. As we've mentioned before, accessibility, especially considering the scale of our academy, would be appreciated. Let's see here.
He thinks for a bit.
That's really all that comes to mind at the moment.
Are there any jobs that everybody else around here is too much cowards to do?
We want a quest, damn it.
Quest! Well,
He I'm trying to think of like how you could convince Doopsy to just straight up give you
The
things.
answer can be you can't.
It does also occur to me, earlier you were talking to Ms. Hersif about the need for moving. Sorry, I'm trying to recall the salient details of last time, but it is out of character. They had a conversation about Redpath mentioned, like, you know, the ability to, like, move Earth and teleport and stuff, and they were like, oh, we've been needing something for setting up, you know, passages and such. Was it just the teleportation circles, or am I misremembering that there was some notion of clearing out space and, like, moving stuff?
The Earth moving stuff was relevant to like actually fixing the layout of this school, which seems more like a long-term project.
It would take quite a bit of time, but if you were willing to assist in sort of knocking down a couple of walls to make them more connected in some capacity, if that is an expertise you have, but again, that's going to take quite a bit of time.
Some of that could probably be accomplished through transmutation. I'm not confident I have knowledge of all the spells that I would need right now, but she looks around the library. Seems like that might not be a problem for long at this rate.
Well, again,
He kind of looks at a watch.
I'm afraid I'm unable to provide you with the luxury of our restricted area. But should you have an idea of how to make donations to our school or another offer to gain access, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Amaranth Hersif doesn't even have access to our restricted library. It's one of those things where it's important knowledge to have, but we cannot just give it out willy-nilly.
I understand.
Yes, I hate being the bearer of bad news, but, well, it's just how it operates around here. But, yes, should you need anything, my office is just to the north of the center of the library. But, yeah.
And Penne Doopsy is going to just kind of wheel away, and you notice that he stops by a couple of other students and just kind of checks on them to make sure they're doing well.
He's a slightly tougher cookie than anticipated.
No, this makes entire sense. This is just how schools are. Everything's behind a paywall or a favor wall.
Well, he seems genuinely concerned about it being misused and not merely dangling it to try and get a bribe. It makes me wonder, though.
The fact that donations were even on the list, maybe it's just the culture here, it sours me a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna read this before I just get mad enough to leave.
Sure.
Dark magic is one thing, but it seems against the spirit of education, especially public education, to say that some history is so dangerous it shouldn't even be allowed around. What have they got to fear from the truth?
It's kind of like, hiding lessons from the past, dooming to repeat, all that sort of nonsense. And I would feel better offering to help with the teleportation aspect, but such a problem, it's divine magic. I'm sure they wouldn't want it here,
Teleportation is not divine. Well, your type of magic
When it comes from me!
Yes, that is true. When it comes from you, it is.
Alright, he is going to ardently, to the best of his country bumpkin ability, peruse through as much of these books he has gotten to learn as much as he can.
Okay, let's see here. Which books are you looking at in particular for study?
He will go through the Leviaran history one first.
Okay. Give me a history check with a +4, because you are currently in the Well of Knowledge.
He doesn't have history, so I will... okay.
If you want, we can also do a, a wisdom check and adding that +4 on instead, where it's just your raw,
can I
like...
do knowledge nobility?
If you're looking for specifically about, like, the Blackthorns and...
Because that's from his int, and that's the same as my knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, basically that'll give you different knowledge.
Okay. So this is add a +4 onto this then. Where'd I put it? There we go. That should be correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, when studying about very specifically the Nobles of Leviara, you notice that, like, over the years, there are some names that you don't even recognize, but at one point they must have been a really big deal. Some of the more interesting ones that catch your attention is, for example, the Hersif and the Lurie family, both of which are from Behemoth. They are not originally from Goliath.
Yeah, so.
And let's see here. I'll change the music a little bit for this. Where did it go? Jesus H, my music.
You dropped it. It fell down the sewer grate.
Yeah.
No, your AirPods.
So you start skimming faster because you're more focused on trying to learn about, like, the redwoods and Blackthorn and whatnot. The Veritas Legion names do come up. The Veritas were originally a family that was heavily involved with the arcane. Not even necromancy, just like arcane in general. And at a certain point, their family was horrendously, quotation marks, cursed. And from that point onward, the details are a little vague, but it seems like there was a point about 450 years ago or so where vampirism really hit their family. And it got bad real fast for them. And so it seems like, yeah, that might have been a launching point for them. Interestingly is the fact that looking up the name Blackthorn, it was always considered a very low-ranking family. And actually, because you rolled so high, looking at it, this information seems a little goofy. Because it always mentions that there was someone by the name of Astrafel Blackthorn, and, like, 2 other names with the Blackthorn last name, and that's it. 3 people does not make a noble family.
No.
Yet this just kind of manifested. And most importantly is the mansion, Blackthorn Manor, was not originally owned by the Blackthorns. It was owned by the Tarland family, a name that has been wiped from existence. And notably, their sigil was the bat.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
This is subtle imagery.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So Tarland, there's no recognition there. There's no pings in any of our minds there. Okay.
No, the Tarland family got wiped off the face of the planet, it seems like.
Okay.
And interestingly, as you're kind of digging through and you're looking through different books and kind of tying it together, the Tarland name only appears a couple of times, and it's like to the point where it's like spelled wrong. Like that's how fucked up this family got. But notably, there was one book that mentions that the Tarland family had more or less bought out or taken control of another family to be servants that were known as the Blackthorns.
Huh.
Does it say... So they owned the house up there. Does it say if there's anything else in the city that they... Like, what was their business? What did they do? Do they have any other holdings?
So, if you're looking for, like, specifically, like, what the Tarland family had done way back in the day, the Tarland family was actually, interestingly enough, they were a big, like, lumber family.
Yeah.
And notably,
coffins. No.
and notably, they were taking wood from the Wandering Woods.
Yeah, Fey lumber.
And they made a lot of weird shit.
Is there any notes in here about who or like what specific things were used in the construction of the manor? Like if there were any specific contractors or anything who was like, oh, and they had the manor designed by the illustrious blah 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 family and blah blah blah. Like, do you get where I'm coming from with that?
Yeah. So the Tarlin family actually built their house themselves. And based on that implication, oh shit, the entire house is made of Fey wood.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it is right there.
I mean, it is right there, but yeah.
I don't suppose there's any indication of there having been public knowledge of how the Tarlins were able to procure this wood reliably without getting, like, cursed, murdered, lost forever in the Twisting Woods, etc.
It looks like, let's see here. And then, was that with your +4?
No, there's a +4 on top of that. It is a large roll.
So it does hit 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This takes a lot more digging to find. But there are rumors that the Tarlin family had made a pact or a contract with the Fey creatures to allow them access to parts of the forest. They would leave certain aspects alone, but a lot of the trees were accessible to them. And at a certain point, the pact was then transferred to the Blackthorn family.
And I don't suppose there's anything specific on what entity or entities this contract was with, just something of the Fae?
Unfortunately, no. Looking at the notes, they even straight up say, they're like, this is a huge, just assumption and based on the rumors that we have gathered.
So, remind me, from things that you found in that basement, was there any indication of Redwood being, I suppose, a sort of pen name of sorts?
I mean, there is...
typically when you get married, if it's an old-fashioned sort of noble family, if one were to get married, wouldn't the dowry go to the Blackthorns? If there was
Perhaps. It would be a fun coincidence if they were serving a lumber family and then also he married a woman named Redwood.
Oh, that's kind of cheeky.
I'll think back from what I read about the woods. Was there I don't suppose at that juncture there was any mention of the Tarlins or any prior dealings between the Redwood family and the Blackthorns that would clarify that situation?
No. Thinking back on details that you found in the underneath the Elysioti estate, there were definitely discussions of the Veritas Legion and how the Veritas had cooperated with the Blackthorns and agreements by some to allow Redwood to be more involved and kind of lead the charge.
The deal is with her is that she was just a human.
She was just a human.
Okay. And shifting one step sideways, among all this deep-ass noble family lore, you gave us kind of the overview of here's the deal with the Veritas family. I guess same question as the Tarlins for them. Are there records of what their holdings were in the city, their businesses, where they lived, that kind of stuff?
Sure. So again, with a 30, because that's bonkers huge. Some of the details are still a little mix and match because again, this family got blown off the face of the planet. But there are details mentioning that the Tarlins were huge appreciators of art, which is one of the big reasons that Leviara has such a focus on art nowadays. They actually did not like the divine at all, and were very outwardly spoken that they should stray away from believing in gods and whatnot. And the people disagree with that because Leviara was very religious for a while, but over time, it seems that did push through and it became more arcane focused.
And sorry, you said the Tarlins. Are we talking about the Tarlins right now or the Veritas?
It is the Tarlins.
Okay.
But I will say, because you're even asking that, there is a moment where you like kind of start flipping through and looking through, and there's a very real possibility that the Tarlins became a part of the Veritas Legion, because the Veritas, while it is a family name, eventually just became like a title. It became a part of a military force. And so there's a possibility that maybe the Tarlins either got eradicated or absorbed.
Now, to consider, the Callistos were pretty good at disappearing. They were good at wiping their name off of things. Might be a connection there.
To focus on something else real quick. That was all knowledge nobility, right?
That is nobility.
Is there a knowledge check I could make, taking that as a starting point, to address what I might know or be able to look up here about the nature of the Wandering Woods or the specific Fae that are supposed to claim that as their domain to exist, or the like, what sort of Fae creatures would be able to grant that sort of yes, we give you passage kind of bazinga?
Yeah, I think this would be, I think knowledge nature would make the most sense. I think that would make the most sense to me. I would also accept knowledge planes, because technically the Fey Wilds are another plane of existence.
Okay, I'll try planes. That's a little better for me. 1d20. I have incorporated the +4, so this is the actual result.
Ha!
Thank God you did good, so I don't have to pull out my bad nature check.
Okay, very high roll. So, you look through your books and even your own knowledge, and I will tell you, like, some creatures that you could find in the Wandering Woods, because there have been reports of it in the books that you find. Some very common creatures in the Wandering Woods are fairies. There's a shitload of them. They are a great opportunity to create pacts with. They're not as powerful as other Fae creatures, but definitely a possibility. There have been sightings of satyrs that are rather common out there. There have been reports of treants, which are just like the big tree folk. And notably, there have been reports of hangman trees. Oh, what? That's weird. So, because you rolled that high, there have been rumors that there are also Knuckleavy out there.
Oh, no!
Which is really bad.
Oh, no.
Now, that's not a creature that you can really make deals with. That's not what they're interested in.
Yeah.
With that high of a roll, there is one account in the books mentioning the Weaving Witch. Apparently a witch that is entirely focused on the manipulation and alteration of clothing and cloth and string and wire and things of the sort.
We got a big girl tatterdemalion up in here.
And if you had to guess, that's probably someone you'd make a deal with.
Oh, Nash, you can be our inn!
Huh? He looks up from where he's copying threading from a book about sewing.
So, and out of character, just to make sure I have my terminology correct, Locket is a fairy, Peepo is a pixie.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So fairies are the even smaller ones who fly.
Yes.
And aren't stupid.
Yes, and pixies can fly, it's just that people couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
People can not fly.
I guess one other route I'd like to try and get any information of while we're here. There might be hiding here somewhere in any of these history books. That weird. Was the lighthouse installed even back then? That is scary. Did you guys see that last night?
No, what are you talking about? I know out of character, but Yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, last night while I was out on the town, aka lying on the balcony lounging, listening to the world, I managed to see there's this very bizarre light. At first, when I was here last time, I didn't exactly pay attention to it. I was too busy with other things. But there's I guess functionally a lighthouse at the top of the cliff, though it might just be a tower on top of the estate or something. But there's a bad vibe coming from that. So, like this bizarre regular light, and then it flashed red for a moment, which, sinister as hell.
So, yeah, he's gonna thumb through and see if there was anything about that, and if he can't find anything about that specifically, he has other avenues to kind of pursue that later, but for now.
Okay. Let's see here. That would be specifically a history check.
Okay.
Because that is looking at the chronological order of things that have happened with the Blackthorn estate.
This is gonna be a silly Billy one then.
No, it's just scary. I can't find shit.
Nothing really talks about it. There's mentions of like, oh yeah, the lighthouse, but like it never like gives a really solid date. It's just like, yeah, there's been light. Doesn't go.
Did you say that was history?
Mm-hmm.
I could try pinch hitting if that's something you're interested in, Civ.
Yeah, sure.
It's funny. This is also with the +4.
Okay, so 25. Yeah, there's been talk that there's always been a lighthouse from the Blackthorn Manor. Doesn't go into detail of doodly-doo, like a light change or anything of the sort, but as far back as the home has existed, apparently the Tarlins were, when they first established the home, they also had a couple of sailors in their family and thought it was very important that they would also be a beacon to remind them of where their home was.
Well, that's nice.
Okay. Well, that could be just a nice sentimental thing. Nothing about the spooky color change, though. So I would expect to find some weird supernatural reason for that if I had to bet my money.
Speaking of spooky lights, though, did you find anything in any of these about the lamp lighting? What was it? Just the fire? What
the lighting of Leviara.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nasty event.
So, with the 25, I'll just combine that into there because it's like as you're digging through. The lighting of Leviara was a situation where a lot of people became very outspoken of going against the gods in some capacity. And numerous people had expressed interest in possibly dabbling more focused into the arcane, foregoing the gods entirely because they can't get involved directly. And that didn't sit well with a super religious city. So they handled it very reasonably and gathered up all those folks they believed to be a part of this witchcraft or leaning into the fey magic that might have corrupted their minds to go against the gods and whatnot, and just lit them all on fire. That being said, there is one note because of a 25. It specifies in this burning, only one person was pulled from the flame, and from eyewitness accounts, multiple people were just blown apart when this person was pulled out of the flame by an individual that they couldn't really see, but they could tell it was a man. And he essentially cursed the city and warned them that he would return.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe that's what happened to the Tarlins then. Maybe Leviara literally said, die!
Yeah, I was gonna check the based on the timeline there, was the lighting before or after the Tarlins pretty much vanished? Like, was it already?
Oh, well after.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's not like they were ended by this event. This was well in the post-Tarland Blackthorn era.
Yeah, no. Blackthorn had already like established themselves to be present. The lighting of Leviara was something that, looking at it, you've got a more solidified time and date. It is a little over 400 years ago.
Where does that figure in the Veritas timeline?
The Veritas Legion began their big fancy assaults basically 400 years ago. So this happened a bit before the Veritas Legion thing happened.
And I assume there's no confirmation of the identities of either the person who was pulled out of the fire or who did the pulling.
The being pulled out of the fire, it is heavily assumed that it is Astrofel Blackthorn himself. And
who was the pulley and not the puller.
Yeah, with the 25, because the bodies were so horribly mangled and burned, they could confirm that the person that was pulled out was breathing, barely. And it is assumed that would have to be Marjorie Redwood. Or not, sorry, Meredith Redwood. I fucked myself over with their stupid names. Meredith Redwood.
Okay, sorry. So I thought you just said the person who was pulled out of the fire was Astrofel Blackthorn.
No. What I was saying is that Astrofel Blackthorn pulled them out.
Okay. That makes more sense to me, and that's why I was surprised. Okay, yeah.
No, yeah. Astrofel Blackthorn pulled Meredith Redwood. God damn it, fucking names.
It's okay. And then the curse that this person presumed to be Blackthorn said he was going to lay on Leviara, does that line up timeline-wise with the Veritas family seemingly becoming cursed and becoming vampires?
That happened a bit before then, actually. But the Veritas Legion became more prominent and present after this event.
Okay.
Yeah, it's becoming clear that, like, the Veritas were already going to be doing something, but this event is what, like, kicked it into overdrive. Based on the power of hindsight and your very specific details, you can kind of piece together, like, most people would not associate this to be a grander thing. But
in context, it looks like the lighting is specifically what made... Following the lighting, the Veritas got way more aggressive, and it's reasonable to assume that part of that is at least because Blackthorn began wanting to exact revenge through them.
Seems that way.
Are we able to... Now, this is probably something that you might not have made because it's fucking like 400 years ago or whatever. Is there any indication that there were any other external sort of political happenings going on with, like, specifically the king and queen and, like, the actual monarchy outside of Leviara at this time?
Oh, interesting. So around this time, this is actually before the coalition even existed.
Yeah. Because like, if the country at large was in some completely different circumstances, that could kind of tie things together, or at least give any sort of catalyst for why this shit started. Because as it seems right now, Leviara is not divine in nature. They're kind of divinely repulsed, so...
Yeah, as kind of mentioned before, they started off as a very, like, God-focused community. Not even, like, divine magic, just, like, heavily faithful. And it was pressed further and further of, like, hey, we need to dabble in the arcane. Like, we are so far behind other cities and whatnot, because at this point in time, Errol was far more prominent when it came to magic in like, the grand scheme of things in comparison. And Leviara, really the only reason that they were getting nearly as much financing as they had was because they had the best position for a port town. And so from that point onward, they realized that, like, oh shit, the arcane is actually very useful. We can make faster boats. We can make far more grandiose docks. We can kind of adjust the the water levels and things of the sort in like the immediate area. We can't like do it the whole trip, but like we can make calmer waters for when ships first start getting back into port during a storm. They'll be safer. Things like that. And it became clearer and clearer that this blind faith in the gods was actually just biting them in the ass.
Redpath approves. Well, that's a lot.
That's a lot. What do you think,
we-
Maze? Nash? Anything?
You direct your attention to Maze, who has literally not looked away from his book on peppers for the entirety of your time doing any of this.
Peppers, huh? Pretty tasty.
I really appreciate your investment.
The bell pepper, also known as the paprika, sweet pepper, Papyra capsaicum, is the fruit of the plant of the Gossam group of the species of Capsaicumanum. Cultivars of the plant produce fruits in different colors, including red, yellow,
Hey, Nash,
orange. Can we go? Yeah. Maze gets up from his chair and just puts the book away with no regard for the Dewey Decimal System. I think we've learned a lot here. It's very interesting.
Oh, that sounds like an argument for staying, if you ask me. But I can see that you are getting a little stir crazy. How are you feeling, Nash?
Oh, I'm just following the pictures. And I do listen, but usually I think the idea's best after you guys go, here the big picture. And I go, oh.
Dio pushes her chair in. Well, it looks like Maze is not interested in further reading about peppers. Would you like to check out this this tailoring book? I assume this is a library from which one can borrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Alright.
Didn't know you can take them out.
Yeah, you
Certain ones
bring
you
them
can.
back eventually, but generally it's free and they're there for everyone's benefit. Looks at the camera. Support your public library today. Remember, when having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
This is true. You got it in one.
I should note that during all this, Redpath has been like taking notes of all the different family lineages and stuff. He has begun his records.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you even find like family trees at a certain point, and like the Tarlin family just like has a hard cutoff at a certain point. And the Blackthorn family, I will say by finding that the Blackthorn family ends at Astrofel Blackthorn.
No record of kids, basically.
Correct.
Well, I guess they kept that secret enough.
Redpath has screenshotted the Blackthorn family's 23andMe.
Yeah.
First gun safety, now library promos. Is Aram getting fucking sponsored or something? You think a public library is gonna pay for sponsorship on...
No, Aram is doing his best impression of PBS.
Evan Ward is made possible by viewers like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright,
well,
where to?
Where are we headed?
All right.
Well, I think we've probably got some time to kill before we want to go and have dinner with the Hairsifs.
Do we just want to wander? Wander the streets and let trouble find us?
You certainly can.
Lord
have a good
knows we
track
did not
record of
kill
that.
any time.
Where would you like to adventure to?
Well, we could
Gotta
go
build
and has there been any indication of where the Blue Jays or the remaining keepers are like headquartered here? I assume each of them has what is basically a home base.
Yeah. So the Blue Jay, for the most part, kind of operate from the portmaster office and as well as some of the bigger buildings near the docks. In fact, when you were when you first came off of the docks, you noticed that there were multiple very tall towers where blue jays would come and go all the time, as well as the occasional keeper. If you had to guess, they might have given them access to a tower or two of their own, just so they have some place to be. And it's essentially a barracks, so yeah, it works out nicely.
We could always go and engage in some malicious lingering outside where the keepers are holed up. That seems like a reasonably good magnet for trouble,
Yes,
and
sounds
maybe
great.
we'll get some juicy keeper gossip.
Sounds absolutely fantastic.
Are you out for blood? Like, are you peeved or something?
Maze slinks into Red Path just to say this real quiet. Look, I was having a really bad time in there. I read that book at least 9 times.
Alright, well, you should have said something or left.
I did say something, and we did leave. I should have done it sooner.
You should have done it sooner.
Okay. So, I will move you guys over to this. And I will ping.
What?
So, to put in perspective of kind of where you are, actually, here, I'll make that clear on the map. That would be useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
You guys are actually closer to, like, about, here-ish. Whoopsies.
Oh.
Like, in this general area. Oh my god. There. So,
Squad.
yeah. You're kind of in this, general area. Beep, beep, beep. And I will ping you kids once again. I will say, as you were going through the market, you start to hear like a bit of a commotion to the northeast, and it's not too long until you actually spot some people like running down the way to go hear what the noise is about. Like you see this elven woman who scurries up. She's got this big poofy dress, but she like hikes it up so that she can maintain her speed to just see what all the yelling is.
Oh, she hoofing it.
Oh, lovely. We're not the biggest problem in town.
Fascinating. Let's see what it is.
Okay.
Does not wait for you.
It has the ring of mob violence in the making.
Maybe it's Noble's glove slapping.
Oh, that's probably it.
That would be really funny. I hope you're right.
Let me do this. You come around the corner, and you see essentially a mob of all sorts of different folks, from a worker's background, a nobility standpoint, sailors, everything. And there is a small batch of Blue Jays and Keepers playing defense for Delato. You can hear people just calling out, "You should have talked to the people before you left the coalition, you fucking mad bitch. What's wrong with you?" And some other person actually like shoves them. "This is the correct path. We don't need Errol bossing us around anymore. Sure, we should have probably been involved in a vote of some sort, but Delato has the right of it. We can't keep being bossed around by them. How much money are they taking from us anyway with their taxes?" And another person comes up. "Right, I suppose that is true, but," points over at Delato, "where's all the money going then? Taxes went up a little bit more. If it's not going to Errol, who's getting it? Is it the Delato family? Wouldn't be surprised. We're well aware of what your parents did." And you see that Deletta is doing her best to try and calm down the crowd as these Blue Jays and Keepers are like shoving the people back.
I gotta say, I'm really glad that despite this being an angry mob, they do still have the courtesy to try and start a dialogue.
Yeah, they're debating each other.
There's a diplomacy here.
I'll say that's mostly so that you have an idea of what the hell is even being discussed. There is a lot more like, this is bullshit, politics.
Right.
Like, we can't see it, but there's like RPG dialogue boxes above everyone.
Yeah, popping up over people's heads, where it doesn't actually engage you in a dialogue, but it gives you the ambient. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see this like elite keeper just like push back. "Come on, give her some space, Jesus."
Alright, are we gonna do something about this, or are we gonna wait till our boys do something about it?
So, reasonably, is it really within our authority to do something about this? They kind of have it under control.
I think if we did something, we'd be in the wrong here?
Well,
That's true, we're not really locals.
No, we're just kind of random assholes armed to the teeth. I feel like that would escalate the problem.
In character, Nash is that meme where Arthur is squeezing the fist, wanting to enact violence right now.
hey, Nash, I think you have the right idea, but I don't think we want to take the fight straight to these random people. But if you want to circle around and get in front of Daletta, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh, did you want me to take her out of here? I could just get her out of here.
I mean, we can, but if she just vanishes, it's not really going to do anything to address the problem of this angry mob being gathered here. They're just going to go looking for her again.
Well, if she dug the grave herself, she might as well lie in it.
Yeah. You see that Daletta is reaching out to people. Please, I realize that this has gone very quickly. Just know that we have allies still. We've been in communication with the Bronze Circle. Someone points out, for fucking demons? Come on! And just this nonstop yelling of anything she tries to defend herself with.
I mean, that one specifically was a bad pull.
She's in the heat of the moment, and she thought Lucifer Cabrera was a swell fella. And they are actually in cahoots at this point in time. Can I get a perception check?
Sure.
Oh, can we spot the gunman on the grassy knoll?
I'm pretty sure
Madam
there's two
President!
gunmen over there.
Okay. Nash.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, you haven't rolled yet. My apologies.
All right, Nash.
The crowd is far too busy at the moment to like really get a good look for other folks, but you are actually tall enough to actually notice this. As these keepers and Blue Jay are pushing back, you suddenly notice that one of them kind of like shakes their head for a moment and then stabs right through the head of the keeper next to him. Just the blade goes right through the slit of the helmet, goes out the back of the helm, and there is an awful crinkle of metal as the body just falls off.
And Blue Jay did that, or
the
one of
Blue
the
Jay
other
did that.
keepers? Okay.
Yeah, like, Nash, like, for a second, it's just, Blue Jay hurt keeper. Uh-oh.
Blue Jay hurt keeper. Oh, that's not gonna fucking help.
No, so there is an immediate response as everyone backs up and there is screaming. And you notice that some people are like, we can't fucking trust the Blue Jays, they work for the Delatos! And there's this quick backing off. You notice that some people actually, they are armed because they are sailors, so they draw out firearms. And this elite keeper immediately grabs this Blue Jay and like wrestles him to the ground. Now all of them have their swords drawn, pointing at one another, trying to figure out what exactly escalated this.
All right, now you can rescue Daletta.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that coming. Oh, wow, that was a bad decision on his part, looking at this Blue Jay.
Yeah.
Can I, like... So you said he, like, shaked his head before he did
Just like
that.
SMH kills a guy.
Yeah.
I know what that means out of character, I suspect, but Dia didn't see that, so she's just like, wow, what an idiot.
Yeah, no, it was a very subtle movement. It was a pretty high DC, but for just a moment, there was like this just second where he just kind of zoned out, and you can hear that Blue Jay screaming, "He fucking attacked me! You bastards! You didn't see that!"
Dia don't know spell stuff, but maybe spell stuff, he looked out of it. Not right for a second.
Did he now? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Alright, so Dia obviously has an ass perception check, but she does have a good spellcraft check, so if any more quote-unquote spell stuff happens, she's gonna try and keep an eye out for spell stuff, to see if there are any, because based on what that guy just said, that sounds to her like some kind of illusion fuckery going on to try and put them at odds with one another. I guess, again, shitty perception, but I suppose she'll quickly dart around and just see if there's anyone on the periphery or in the crowd who looks like they might be on the down low doing some spell fuckery.
Okay. So you're passing through this crowd, and people are like pushing and shoving to get away from this situation, understandably, especially people that were closest to it. And as they do, you can hear them running and yelling that the Blue Jays cannot be trusted. Unfortunately, no, with how much like chaos is happening in this moment, it is just too difficult to see anyone actively casting or even mumbling a spell.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, in that case, if she can't see it directly, can she at least sweep around with Detect Magic, just to see if there's anyone who looks pretty much like a civilian, but actually has some magic bullshit on their person?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. So
just make like a quick lap from here, and then through the crowd, and then sort of, down to like these people here, if she can.
Yeah, some of the things that you notice, like everyone's got a little bit of magic on them in some capacity. A lot of them are like very small divinations. If you had to guess, it's probably like in order, like for a fancy watch that never like loses track of time and things like that. When it comes to full-on like evocation magic and things of the sort, you do notice that some of these sailors have evocation on them, and it's associated with their guns. It seems like they are magical firearms instead of your usual just flintlock pistol.
How novel.
A lot of the Blue Jays have a little bit of magic on them, and you can detect there is a bit of invisibility magic on the roof.
Okay. What is this building? Is it anything of particular consequence, or is it just like a shop or something?
It looks like a very soothing, like meditation and yoga place you would go to.
Okay. All right. Okay, then the next thing Dia is gonna do is get a little bit out of, it's hard to get like really out of sight, but maybe squunkle into this like tiny alleyway so that she's not in front of a whole fuckload of people.
Sure.
And to cast Elemental Body, assume the form of an air elemental, and just quietly, essentially invisibly, drift up toward the roof and just let a breeze roll across to kick up dust and see if it catches on anything invisible.
Okay. I think give me a perception check, if you'd be so kind.
Ooh.
Have fun with that.
I'll do my best, Dad.
Because it's the idea of like you're looking for someone who is invisible.
That makes perfect sense.
Sometimes you just gotta roll what you're not the best at, but not the worst roll.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah, trying to spot something invisible with a 12 sounds
It's
plausible.
Okay. You pop on up and you try to see if anything catches your attention. Can you make me a will save?
Whoa!
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Slash roll. It's actually not as ass as it once was.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
Missed it by one, eh?
There is this moment where your brain just kind of snaps. And you can sense that something has changed in the battlefield, not just for you. I need you to fly down and attack the nearest living creature.
I see.
Ah,
Okay.
cool.
Well, it looks to me like that's the keeper next to Deletta.
But it's just...
Keeper or blue? Yeah, it'd be the keeper. Yeah.
Technically, it's the same distance to this random woman, but this guy's in my line of sight more directly.
You also want to kill keepers, so...
And also, yeah, I think natural predisposition would cause me to pick a keeper first.
As it would be extremely pertinent, and Dia did a lot of things, I kind of wanted to move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, we weren't in combat round, so
we're still not really in a combat. This is still very much a, like, shit is happening, you tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, it just seems pertinent now. Maze was given instructions to stop fights between keepers and blue jays, so that's what he's gonna do. And he's gonna do that while trying to get down Mr. President, fucking... I'm forgetting her name now because everything's terrible. Deletta. Nice lady. We'll get down Mr. President and her. Red Pat, just try and keep her safe. Okay, bye.
Give me an opening.
Give you an opening? Alright. Move, assholes!
Okay.
I actually need to roll a couple of things.
That's funny.
Someone's a champ, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's usually bad.
Okay.
I'm so sure that that's a good thing.
I will say for you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Everyone's actually doing okay now, except me, lol.
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 Yeah, you probably have that. Ha! Okay. So, Dia.
Yeah.
When you start flying in, you notice very suddenly that Deletta... Well, actually, no. You're doing your own thing. Maze, as you're running up, getting closer, you notice for a moment Deletta, like, raises her hand to defend herself, as well as this keeper and this blue jay. And this woman. They all cool it, except the blue jay, who straight up stabs the keeper.
You're really making him look bad.
All right. -9. Okay. Actually, I should roll. D3. 1 is Deletta, 2 is the keeper, 3 is the innocent civilian, and 4 is the elite keeper. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So Deletta suddenly gets stabbed in the shoulder. And this keeper actively, like, steps up and defends her and pushes her back. Maze, what were you doing?
Well, life has been complicated. Clear away for Red Path, huh? I don't think...
I mean, I think Nash will assist you in this, because seeing that happen, it's like, I'm getting next to Deletta now. You know?
That sounds fine to me. Where the fuck are you?
Red Path is down here.
No, Nash is right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've been tabbing out frequently, just scouring my inventory, just like, there's gotta be a stupid bullshit left in here. There's not. Yeah, no, let's just manhandle these people, Nash. We're strong boys.
Okay.
I think Deletta having been stabbed in the shoulder, surely Nash gets to act now.
Yeah, Nash, if you want to come zooping up, and then Dia, if you wouldn't mind flying in and just doing your attack
and killing. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's just going to whirl in as a maelstrom and use the standard air elemental slam attack on this guy. That's a base 1d6. I haven't buffed or anything. Let's see. So that's gonna be... Oh, okay. Air elemental gives that. Oh, all right. This will be a little love tap if I even hit him. Okay. Base attack. Okay. I think it should be 8. This is my attack roll.
That'll absolutely hit.
Okay. And this is the damage.
Okay. Yeah, so out of nowhere, a wind elemental comes up and smashes this keeper with this blast of wind, and he stumbles a bit, and he continues to keep his shield up in front of Deletta Delato. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, Nash is essentially not asking, just going to start pushing his way through to Deletta.
All right. Yeah, no. So, if that is the case, you can feel free to move in, but be prepared that this elite keeper is going to do not a full-on attack of opportunity, but an attempt to like grapple you, because you are a scary-looking person making a bull rush for the portmaster in a hectic situation. So let me find their thing. Okay, so they roll at a +2. Does that beat your CMD?
Yeah, no, it does not beat.
All right, you
CMD.
blow right past him. And I will straight up say that this Blue Jay is so disoriented with what's going on that you can run past.
Yeah, Nash comes on and is like, Deletta, okay?
I'm gonna be all right, I think. She has a bad cut on her arm. It is bleeding profusely. Deletta is not hardy like you.
You don't say.
I'm okay. Someone casting spells. Bad. Stay back.
Okay. And she leans up against you. I think at this point in time, we will go into a turn order thing, unless there was one more thing that, like, Maze and Redpath wanted to do.
Well, Redpath can get in there. He can go.
You can get in there.
I can get in there.
You're probably gonna have an easier time getting in there yourself than having someone help you get in there.
Yes. So, it's unfortunate. He's gonna have to use up two spells technically to do this, but one of them counts as his movement. Sorry, fucking choking on my spit over here. So he is going to use Dimensional Hop to over as quick as he can to a space as close as he can get to Deletta, and he's going to, as soon as he touches down, he thumps in and puts a hand on her shoulder. We're going somewhere safe. And then he's gonna cast Dimension Door and get her the fuck out of here.
Cool. Make a will save.
Yeah, thought so.
Hey.
Let's
You're going
go,
somewhere.
buddy.
You're going somewhere safe. Hits her with a spoon. Hell. Never mind.
Okay. You succeed. So, are you taking just Deletta, or...
Let me think. I can bring Nash with me. We can
Yeah,
go
man,
less
just leave me
far,
here
though.
with the enraged Dia. I'm sure I can handle it.
Oh, okay. I'll just
You
take
should
Baby Blue.
probably leave me here in the middle of... I'm in my element here, but Nash will feel better knowing Deletta is safe.
Yeah,
so.
okay. Alright. His plan was just to take her, so...
Okay,
we are
so-
going away.
Okay, can you give me a specified location so I know where to plop you?
He would like to take her to the safest place he knows of in the city. We're going to the church.
Okay. So let me just double check something with that spell I did.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay. So, when you cast the Dimension Door, there is a moment where when you are about to warp, there's like this distortion, and you feel like you're being pulled in 4 different directions that are not the way you want it to go. But then, very suddenly, you do warp. However, when you land, you basically suddenly have an immense amount of momentum, and you and Deletta go tumbling through the streets and slam into the stairs of the church. So.
Oh yeah, he fucking tucks and rolls and just like turns himself into a burrito around her.
So you and Deletta will take 19 damage each, and I will mark that on you. So.
Thank you.
So Deletta looks really fucking bad. I will just tell you that. She
Quick,
looks
find a
really
cleric.
rough.
I don't know where they are. I don't know where I put them.
Yeah.
Call a doctor, but not for me, because I am one.
And you need one.
And what also happens when Deletta is whisked away, there is suddenly a burst of energy right next to you, Nash.
All right.
A splash of water, and this suddenly just spiraling entity appears in front of you as a massive water elemental.
I can't sneak attack those.
Just focus.
I
don't know, man.
Focus on what I can do. I can't disarm those either.
All right, chumps, time for you to roll initiative.
Yep.
Well, the thing's not on the screen, so I'm gonna wait a second.
Yeah, hold on. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Hooray.
I'll get some actual combat music rolling.
A 10. I will be getting the jump on no one.
Alrighty.
That's Maze. You don't even get the jump on Dia because higher mod wins.
Is this the fucking Baldur fight theme?
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, good. Initiative for you. Initiative for you. Oh God, kids. And I need your initiative.
Where's the fucking sand of dryness when you need it? Is it sand
Dust
of
of
dryness?
dryness?
Dust of
Right here,
dryness,
right
that's
now?
the one. Yeah, that'd be pretty helpful right now.
Would be.
Yeah. Alrighty. The streets obviously erupt in even more chaos. You hear people yelling, it's Deletta's magic, because she's known for water magic, and saying that she has shapeshifted into a water elemental. And it is at that point that this creature will attack. So, first swing. An 18 that will work against no one, actually.
Yeah, no, I'd certainly hope not if they're wearing real armor.
If the 18 hit a keeper or a blue jay, I would have been offended. Alright,
well, that 18 will hit someone.
That will.
Yeah. And that will go after a keeper. So this keeper right in front of you will take 21 damage. As this massive hand smashes them into the stonework, and it just remains there, spiraling with water. Nash. No surprise, people are leaving.
Yeah, people should be leaving. They need to leave right now. Well, there's this big, huge water elemental, and I know it ain't the lettuce, so it's pretty obvious thing to attack, kill. We're not on the keeper shit list right now.
Yeah.
That's a different problem. So yeah, and it's in a perfect position to full attack it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not on the keeper's shit list, but it sounds like you might be on the Cooper's shit list.
Hey, I'm on push to talk to help.
It's
the Blue Jays. They're screaming.
Exactly. Peep. Oh.
I like this comment in chat. The worst part of this fight is the fake news.
Let's see here. That is against the water elemental?
Yeah,
no, we're killing
I don't
keepers.
Think it's,
Unfortunately, that does not hit. It barely misses as your sword, the creature switches to the side and you slam into this. That absolutely hits. Yeah, you got time. 24. All right. A very good chonky hit. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, no. You do slam through and you actually feel like this is some good progress as water splashes out away from the body. All right. Blue Jay. This guy is still restrained at this point in time. This one is going to 1, 2... which, no, he can 5-foot step, so he can avoid getting attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So he will attack the water elemental. That does not hit. And then his second swing. That does not hit either.
Great job.
Cringe fail.
This Blue Jay takes a 5-foot step back and pulls out his crossbow.
Awesome. All they can do is kill keepers. That's all they're good for. Admittedly, great trait, but
I mean, did a great job. I just need to double check something. Yeah, actually, that works nicely.
Should I be waiting for you to check that before I do anything?
No, you can actually go.
Okay, so what is my state of mind?
I need you to roll a D100. If it's low, you are still cuckoo. Okay. So, your mind clears for a moment. You can act normally this round, but you feel like there's still that presence in your mind to attack the closest living thing. You're not sure how long that's going to last.
It's a confusion effect. Perfect.
Yeah. So, you can act totally normal this round.
Okay. Then I think what I'm going to do, I was previously, oh man. Okay. So currently this water elemental is really only threatening the goons and Nash, and so far, like, I have a pretty high interval of confidence in Nash to handle himself against a single elemental that has other things to hit.
Yeah.
I think in this moment of clarity, Dia is gonna swoosh away, and back to where she was. Before, she was trying to see if she could get a bead on this person without letting them know that they had been spotted. But the time for that subtlety is over. So I think what Dia is gonna do is, oh god, what is this roof made of? Is it wood? Is it wood planks like it looks like?
It's mostly stone actually.
Okay. Contemplating flying over here and changing shape to an earth elemental to fall down where the invisibility was.
Oh,
but
no!
I don't really want to crash through the roof and destroy a random business here.
Oh, who cares? It's just a hot yoga shop. They can be built. They're rich.
Yeah, but then you'll be adding to the misconception that we're being besieged by many elementals.
By, like, elementals and shit. Okay, so I think what she's gonna do is she is gonna use the air elemental's whirlwind ability. So the way this works, let me confirm, I do get that with elemental body too, right? Please, can I have that? Yes, okay. Use the size. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna try and use the whirlwind ability here, which lets me basically turn into a whirlwind and remain on that spot. It lets me basically, so if I'm larger than a creature, it actually causes them to get, like, swept up and tornadoed. That's probably not the case because I'm only a medium air elemental, but I am assuming / hoping that if I whirlwind on top of a person, that it will make it pretty difficult for them to cast spells. So that's my thinking anyway. So whatever little area I pinged that invisibility aura in, I'd like to just swirl down right there and form a vortex of air around it.
Okay.
So this is this is in fact a creature that's here. This is what type of save is this? I think it's reflex? Yeah, okay. So this will be a reflex save, and the DC should be plus half the hit dice plus strength. So the DC should be 16.
Okay, and it is a reflex save.
Yes.
All right.
And you can move me also to whatever the exact square is that I saw it in. All right. Plus 15, you say? All right, fair enough.
To
but
friends, you say.
Looks like we have ourselves a second Bella Withers.
So, you land here and let this torrent of wind go off, and you hear like a distorted chuckle. Rather clever. And that's all you hear. Alrighty. So, yeah, Maze.
So, not only am I unable to meaningfully damage this elemental by nature of it being an elemental,
I'm so sorry.
but also with the looming threat of confusion effects, were I over there, I would be quite seriously more harm than good. So, in a strange twist of fate, the best way for me to help in this combat is to roleplay instead. Maze is just gonna try and help civilians get out of here.
No, that's great. Honestly, that's huge.
Wow! Character development, I love it!
Oh, that actually works pretty well. Yeah, so, Maze, yeah, you start ushering. You don't need to roll a check for this. You're just literally yelling, "Get the fuck out!"
Yeah, get the fuck out. I'm blowing Archer Stevenson's whistle, just like, come on, people.
Oh, you have a whistle that's so cute.
Yeah, I stole it.
Oh, little traffic cop Maze Myers.
Fwee, fwee.
Yeah.
Wee.
Let's see here. And they rolled their initiative.
Cool.
And they had a -1. So they are going to take a full round action to run. So beep, 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 beep. Maze, you see just around the corner, a fire giant is sprinting to see what the commotion is about.
Get in here, girl.
Keepers. I mean, they're gonna do what they do.
And they arrest me.
A knoll, kill it.
Let's see here. He'll stay there. He is going to do a great sword attack. He does hit.
Hey, okay. Good job,
10.
buddy.
Great sword attack number 2. That does not hit. The second swing, this creature just bats him aside, and he gets pushed to the back a little bit. He's the only one that's actually alive. Elite Keepers. This Elite Keeper also steps up and is like, go, get out of here, we'll cover, go. And gestures for these people to run away.
Stop rubbernecking, you're gonna die!
Okay, yeah, thankfully that is just barely out of range. From the water elemental, and she starts sprinting away. This one also is just gonna keep ushering people to get the fuck out of here. This guy, he lets go of this blue jay, realizing there are more important things. And he is going to swing. Okay.
You see, this is what happens when
Well,
he gets it twice.
Yeah, he gets to try again. Come on.
Well,
buddy.
actually, he has an axe. So.
So he gets to try again.
Wait. Elementals can't be great.
You're right.
Take that 18 damage back where it came from, or so help me.
Oh, the tragedy.
You can, like, it's not hard to hear. You can hear people like going, man, the keepers are like getting shit done.
No!
Because, to be fair, they're the only ones that have, like, actually hit.
The Blue Jays have fumbled the bag really
Yeah,
hard.
they sure fucking have.
I was kind of a little mad when that 20 was like, God damn it, the keepers are the ones hitting it. Come on, boys, you have to pull your weight or you're gonna be even more cringe fail.
Oh, they can start pulling their weight now. There's no witnesses left.
It's at that point, I'm going to roll for something for a couple of these Blue Jays. Okay.
You hate to see it.
Oh boy, something.
Okay. You, let's see here. I gotta double check saves on that. Yeah. You see both of these Blue Jay suddenly scream in terror looking at this elemental. And so this creature is going to... Yeah, you see that the water elemental is going to bring down their fist again to start smacking shit. Whoa, that was scary. Okay. Let's see here. No one will get hit by the 18. But yeah, he's gonna hit this blue jay now. Because I don't think a 24 is... Well, actually, does a 24 hit you?
I'm not raging yet, so no, it does not hit me, actually.
So yeah, it will instead hit this blue jay.
A bunker.
The blue jay takes 16 damage, and he shrieks in not just pain, but terror. Nash.
Oh, I love confusion effects in the morning. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay on the full attack train. That's the best course of action I can do.
I mean, nobody else is going to do damage to this thing.
I'm going to continue not raging. This feels a little like a situation that could go tits up.
No, go on, start raging so that when you're hit with confusion, you just turn all these keepers to mist.
Yeah, right, and that'd be really good. And that would be awesome.
Alrighty. Yeah, so give me them attack rolls. Yes, that'll absolutely hit. 19 sadly does not hit, but it would hit a blue jay.
No!
I'm not You have to cast the spell on me first before you can pull that out.
Fair enough. Yeah, wow. Another really meaty hit as this sword goes crashing right through it. You watch for a moment as the creature, like, literally divides from the impact that comes back together. It's looking like it's having a bad time.
Nash Moses!
Blue jay.
Nash Moses.
Both of these blue jays start running. They just sprint as hard as they can away from it, which will provoke attacks of opportunity.
At least disengage, you idiots! Never mind.
He gets super lucky as this just crash of waves splashes out in front of you. You get covered in water. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt. But he, like, literally drops his sword and just keeps running. This blue jay will take out their crossbow and shoot. That will hit, so.
Hooray.
Hooray!
1d8 plus nothing, let's go!
Yeah!
Alright. He gets a lucky shot on this thing. -8. This blue jay is, he's still just, like, telling people to get out of here. That's his main focus at the moment. Let's see here. Dia.
Yeah.
Can you make me a fortitude? Oh, first? No, yeah, make me a fortitude save first.
Fortitude.
Come on, Dia.
We've
been trying to train you about this.
Yes, I finally I've pulled it off. All of my saves are currently the same.
Equality!
True balance. That's a 7, though.
Certainly not good enough.
So, Dia,
yeah.
You take
that's a lot of ones.
47 force damage.
Wow.
Ooh, all right.
As you hear just 3 simple words, tisk, 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 and poof, there is a blast of force energy. Can I have you roll a D100?
Okie dokie.
You fail. This turn, you must attack the closest creature that you can see with the most efficient way of killing them. Okay. That's the way this spell works. So, for you, that is... You can't see that kid. I'm just going to straight up say that right.
Because she's the tallest.
Embernice is 25 feet away. This civilian is not.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Incidentally, if Dia goes on a rampage, I can't damage her either.
I don't think I actually get the fortification ability of an elemental.
Yeah, let's go! I can kill Dia!
And like, so actually thinking about it, this angle might be a little weird for you. So maybe it is the Blue Jay. Right? Because like...
The Blue Jay was my first thought, just because everyone else who's technically closer is really near the side of the building, whereas this guy's out in the open.
Let's do the Blue Jay then. That makes more sense.
Okay. I'll zip straight over here. The most efficient way... Now, I should just let this guy off light with a slam attack, but, question for you.
Yes.
Do I have the mental capacity in this state to reason, oh, well, the most efficient way of killing him would probably be to just, like cast spells at him?
Yes. The way the spell works is whatever is the best way to remove your target, you have to do.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna let you in on a secret shame of mine, which is I forgot to prepare spells because I didn't think we were in the combat part of this adventure yet. But
it's okay. Me too.
I'm pretty sure if I just assume that I had what would more or less be my default spell loadout, where would that leave me? That would probably have me on for the fastest kill. Oh boy.
This should be the easiest question, but it's not because you're a weirdo who's not
because I'm not a
packing
blaster
all the
wizard, right? Yeah, no. Then it would be simple.
You're a freak ass.
I don't think I would have prepared... Yeah, no, there's no reason for me to have prepared that. Honestly, the thing I'm most likely to have that will just directly harm this man is the Hungry Pit spell that I learned from Delicate.
Oh.
Cruel.
Yeah.
Let's see. 10 foot by 10 foot hole. 10 foot deep per 2 levels. All right. Yeah. So
send him straight to hell.
I have to... I can't cast that as an elemental because elementals can't do the somatic components. So I'm gonna have to actually... I guess I won't zip to him. I guess instead I cancel out of my polymorph.
Oof.
Oh, thank God, that elemental was Dia!
And step up to the edge here.
And then you see her cast kill!
Yeah, yeah, so, Dia goes ahead and incants this spell, and just, like, see a fucker, and is going to create a 10 foot by 10 foot pit here. So this gentleman needs to make a reflex save to not fall in.
It's a touch important.
Got it. Let's see here. Saves, reflex, beep.
Nope. So he is gonna fall. So he's gonna immediately take the falling damage, which is gonna be 5d6 bludgeoning.
Okay. Uh-oh, gamers.
Yeah, this couldn't be much worse.
Man, the dice rolls have been very favorable to whoever's doing this.
They were kind to Redpath, so, you know, he was able to escape.
For some reason, I was waiting on you to roll the damage, but of course I would.
Yeah, no,
that's because
that's like tons.
He's the one behind it all.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so 24 falling damage as the ground opens up and an eldritch maw of stone teeth engulfs this man and sucks him down 50 feet into the earth.
50 fucking feet? That guy is goddamn blueberry jam. See you later, buddy. You're gone.
All right. And then is that where the crunch comes in?
I believe that happens every consecutive turn.
Okay.
But I assume on my turn.
Yeah, we've got crunch to look forward to.
So yeah, every turn that he remains in the pit, he will take 46 additional damage.
Ugh.
And the climb DC to get out under your own power is 35.
Well, he had a good life, you know?
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't know that, but it makes me feel better.
And can you elaborate one thing about the mental state here? This is this. So, how would you describe this impulse? Is it like a murderous impulse? Is it like I perceive you as being a threat to my life? Is it I literally see you as a monster? Or is it just like, brain no worky, kill?
It is, your brain is like, that has to go. There's no fear, there's no anger or malice. It's you're looking at something and like, that should not exist.
Logically, that shouldn't be here. Get rid of it now.
Yep.
Kill.
Precisely.
Kill!
Let's see here. Let me do.
Excellent turn, Dia.
This is a very fun.
Love that turn, Dia. Love doing more damage to randos than the monsters.
All right. Embernice Magmal. Embernice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she like quickly steps to the side, almost bending this lamppost. Sorry, I didn't see you. Holy shit. Okay. What do you need me to do? And she like actively looks down at this blue jay. If you can fight that, I could certainly. Oh god, it's a little far for me. Yeah, no, it's actually not. You see her grab the lamppost like a javelin and just whip it as hard as she can.
Womana!
Womana!
My favorite RPG is The Secret of Womana.
Get it, girl!
And we'll give it some custom damage for this. We'll do 3d6 plus. Your strength is amazing, right? Yeah.
Like thrown weapons use strength mod. Yippee!
Yippee. Perfect.
So, 21 damage as this lamppost goes right through the stone building. Doesn't go all the way through. She's like, oh, shit, I forgot. There's something behind. Sorry! That is Embernice's turn. Maze.
Just a quick hot comment here. Definitely worry about the collateral later. This is a solve it first and then say sorry sort of situation.
Thanks, stranger!
Cool. I think we're both hard countered here, so,
Yeah! Oh, are you made of fire too?
No.
Oh, drowning.
I'm made of dust.
I'll become mud.
Well.
Oh, there's an easy answer here.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Throw dog.
Throw dog?
The dog is made of electricity.
Throw dog.
I don't think Maze could throw the dog. Even
he could yell dog. Maze of everybody here, yell dog.
I could yell dog. Alternatively, I can do this since you've, I did notice it simultaneously with you mentioning dog. I still have Ring of Lightning. Let's use Ring of Lightning.
Nice!
This is the only way I'm capable of contributing. And oh, good. Please tell me I wrote down the stats somewhere else. I did. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, it's a miserably low DC of 15 reflex, but here comes 66 electric damage.
Alright. So I will give it a reflex save. It fails!
Cool! And I could have done worse!
So, amazingly, this lamppost is still, like, lodged in it, and it's, like, slowly pulling itself off, but then this blast of lightning courses through the metal of the pole and extends outward, and you watch as this thing just bursts.
Yeah, kill steal, let's go!
Oh, that's why it's bad. If you touched it, you'd probably get zapped. You're like, oh, electrical and stuff.
Sure. This will likely be the only time we speak. That's the reason. Tia, what is wrong with you?
All right. Keepers right now are, you know what? I'm gonna give them a perception check.
Come on, boys. I never want you to succeed, but
Hail,
maybe
boy.
right now.
Where is your perception? Okay, they don't have super stellar perception. Okay. It isn't long until the keepers look up and point at Dia. Hey! Are you responsible for this? And they point.
Oh, no.
Do I have the capacity to respond right now, or am I just...
Yes. I would say in this moment, your brain phases back in and you realize that there's a man at the bottom of a 50-foot hole.
Temporarily or just for now?
At this point in time, you seem okay.
Okay. Yeah, she blinks for a second. Oh my god! No, but first of all, she's gonna cancel the pit spell.
Okay. You watch as the pit quickly rises back up. This guy is a fucking mess.
And I'm sure it's probably a vain effort, but she's gonna... She blinks for a second, she thinks. She's gonna whirl around and fire off a glitter dust in this whole area directly behind her on the roof, on the off chance the person is still there.
There's no shot.
There's no shot, but she would do it.
Okay, fine, if it did work.
So let me...
Yeah. You toss out the glitter dust, and I'll straight up say there is no one there.
Figures. All right. Yeah. She. How far down is it from this roof?
It's about like 15 feet or so. I will say, so we're kind of out of turn order at this time, so I'm going to remove initiative. But Dia, this still has multiple rounds remaining. Another D100, if you'd be so
good.
You're sane.
Okay, you maintain your faculties. You feel that pulse again, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm still under the same. I will be right back. Dia is gonna. What is this dome over here?
It's a greenhouse.
Yeah, it's like a nice little greenhouse. It looks like a place where people can go to kind of relax and enjoy some coffee and have a pleasant little view.
Okay. She is gonna... Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, no, I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna get down from the edge here. How tall are these columns off the roof? Are these just, like, edges, or is there actually something to, like, grab onto there?
There's, like, a little bit to grab onto. It's probably, like, a good 2 or 3 feet up. Just, like, it's definitely more decorative than anything, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. She runs over here, flops down flat onto the roof, and she thinks to Addis, grab this thing and don't let go.
Sure.
Just keep my face smushed into the... Should I make another save?
Yes, another D100. You maintain your faculties. Okay, so where are we at in this time? Just roll me 7 more.
Oh my God.
7?
Yeah.
In her next moment,
high-level spellcaster.
In her next moment of clarity, she'll briefly go, I'm still here, by the way. I'm not like fleeing the scene, but I'm still insane. Give me a second.
All right, you're fine.
Not fine.
So, so how does this work? Okay. The nearest target each round. Determining his range round. How would this work? I guess for the sake of simplicity, you just like suddenly feel your left hand just punch the wall as hard as possible. And to just kind of injure yourself, I guess, is kind of what we'll do. So what is your strength modifier?
Just a +1 right now.
+1. All right, so 4 damage as you like feel some bones kind of not full on break. Give me a few more of these D100s.
Okay.
No surprise at this point in time, there is a giant who's like, okay, what the hell is this?
I will finally think to start using my my minor shapeshift feat to give myself temporary hit points so that I don't kill myself this way. Okay, there's another one.
Yep.
I think I've got 4 left.
You're okay?
3 left. 2 left.
Okay.
1 left.
Ah!
All right.
That's
I would
fine.
say at this point in time, Embernice has like started to climb up to see what the hell is going on.
Maze similarly has hook-shotted up here.
So that is a failure. We are gonna have a roll-off.
Okay.
Your intelligence modifier, your intelligence roll against Addis's strength modifier to see if he can restrain you from casting a spell at Embernice.
Okay. Is he... I guess, is this that we're fighting for control over the platinum arm, or just that he's... Okay.
Because what this is basically is, the way the spell works is you will attack the nearest target. And now that Embernice and Maze have come up, you have a visual target in some capacity. And so it's just preventing yourself from just blowing them up.
Okay. That's my... good time to roll high. All right, that's my
let's
end.
go.
And let me double check Addis's strength, because it's pretty good.
He's definitely got a... I think he's got an even higher mod, but
Come on.
he has to roll well.
But he has to
Come
roll.
on, little meow meow.
Okay. His sheet links to the good doctor for some reason, so I'm gonna... I don't know why.
Some reason.
Oh my god, you spoiled the twist.
Addis just slams into the sound. Tia, don't be like me! Be better! Yeah.
I think I'm good.
There is a bizarre energy as there's still like yelling and screaming throughout the streets. Some people are coming back to kind of see what's going on. There's muffled of like, hey, I think it's that blonde woman. And
I don't mind being the villain if it preserves Diletta's reputation.
Don't come back! Stay the fuck away!
Dude,
Yeah, Nash is basically keeping an eye out, looking for, is there more fuck shit happening? Do I see people acting like they're gonna start stabbing people, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look around, it seems calm.
Face still smushed into the stone. Hi, is that you, right, Embernice?
Oh no, you're a bad guy? No!
No, I just got. Hang on. I think you can let go now. Taps platinum arm.
Maybe.
She slowly works her way over to be facing them with the arm still holding onto this. Hi. I think we met earlier. Dia Diadem.
Hi. Embernice Magmal. She kind of like studies you a little bit. I'm gonna have her roll. Let me look at her character sheet really quick.
Oh yeah, come on, champ. You can figure it out.
Yeah. Because she's a part of the Hersif family, and she needs to be mindful of this sort of thing. She like looks you up and down. Yeah. A little bit of discoloration in the eyes. Pale's gonna happen no matter what. That's some mind-affecting shit right there. I don't know what exactly, but...
Oh, you can perceive the visual signs. That's good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I work for the Hersifs. It's kind of my job.
I mean, I would have guessed mind-affecting because Dia's not usually crazy.
I don't know, Dia.
She gives a little smile like, oh, yeah, like she's very, she's like impressed and happy, like, oh yeah, you know your biz. Okay, I think many other people among the Keepers and Blue Jays were probably affected based on what I could see happening in my moments of lucidity. I'm glad they didn't get Nash. That would have ended badly.
From where I was sitting, it looked like it was mostly the Blue Jays who were getting affected by it, actually.
Okay, Addis, I think you can actually let go now.
All right, but if you're a problem, I'll flick your nose.
It's a deal. Rubs her shoulder. Okay. Dusts herself off and stands up. Thank you for coming to check on me. Sorry, it got scary for a moment there. Oh my god, I need to go help that man.
Yeah, what's the general vibe of all the keepers and the Blue Jays right now? How
there's
are
a
they
lot of
feeling?
tension.
Really?
There's an immense amount of tension. You see, like, one keeper walks up to this body, and like, it's more of a formality than anything, but they like check to make sure, and they're like, yeah, no, this guy's done so. He got a blade through the head. And the Blue Jay that caused it all does not return. He just straight up bails entirely. This one that was running away kind of comes back, and give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm in the beat of it. I'm right here.
Nash!
Okay. Nash, it is not hard for you to notice. This guy that ran away from the water elemental, he looks genuinely horrified of the water and actively steps away from it.
Oh no. Okay.
And these two Blue Jays get in an argument of, what the hell were you doing? People were getting attacked. You just ran, man. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know. I could have drowned. That's your concern. What the hell? And just shoves him. This keeper comes up. You boys got a lot of explaining to do. We also got to find your mate who killed our friend. All right? We did our job protecting your lady, who decided to go on a rampage with that elemental.
Now Deletta got stabbed by this keeper, right? Or was it
He was stabbed by a Blue Jay.
Of course, it would just be too easy if anyone other than the Blue Jays did everything wrong.
Bro!
Yeah, I thought the keeper was the one right next to her, so I thought I thought it would at least be like, oh great, at least I can point at someone else, but of course fucking not.
Emberdice is just standing on the ground and is tall enough to, like, see up onto the roof. Is that accurate, or did she climb up?
She climbed up a little.
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Basically what she is right now is like a little kid that's like leaning on the table.
Oh,
is what she's doing. She's on her tippy toes a bit.
Yeah, Dia's gonna... Hey, can you get me down there, please?
Yeah, here's the thing though. I'm not gonna put you down. I trust you because like I said, I could see it in your eyes. But I don't want you on ground level with people who don't understand what the hell we're doing here, okay?
Okay, that's a good idea. Can you let them know what you let me know? Because I think you'll be a useful authority here.
She gives a little salute. You got it, Herr Stiftshonor. Okay. Hey, boys. She like sets you on her shoulder, and her hair is always flowing this big mane of fire. And she's like, you gotta be careful, like the metal gets a little hot, and she just puts you on her shoulder like a parrot. And she claps her hands. Hey, all right, a lot of crazy shit happened, and I'll be real, I'm a little late to the party. So one thing I do know for a fact, and like these keepers start getting into a bit of a shoving match. Jesus Christ. And she like actively reaches out because she's tall enough and picks two of them up and holds them out. Stop! I'm talking.
Mashing them together like Fairies. Now kiss!
Now kiss. Stop. I'm talking right now. Got it? You all right? Okay. So, I don't know what the deal was with the water elemental. That's still up in the air. This woman was affected by some sort of mind-altering ability. So yeah, she did some bad stuff, not gonna sugarcoat it, but it was beyond her control. And honestly, from what I could tell, she maintained herself a hell of a lot better than most, so be thankful.
I would like to use sending to contact one of the Blorbos.
Which Blorbo?
I suppose it would be Maze, because Redpath saw Dia fuck off and didn't see what the hell she was doing. Nash, he is anticipating, is probably very emotionally upset right now. And the last he saw, Maze was just going toot toot. So he's going to use sending to basically say to Maze, brought Deletta to the church, give me a status update. What happened?
There's like a word count limit. I'm allowed to text you back, right?
Yes.
It's like 25 words.
It's
25 words? Okay, let me think here. It's stabilized for the moment, but it went pretty bad, all things considered.
5 words left. 10.
Is Deletta okay?
Well, no, it doesn't. He throws his hands in the air in his mind. It doesn't work like that, wherever he is, whatever he's doing.
Doesn't work like that.
It's only 1, 2, you dumbass.
Yeah. You start to notice that, like, blue jays and keepers are kind of rushing in to kind of assert the situation.
Dia's gonna quickly rummage through her pack and produce a potion of cure moderate wounds, which she will, well, I'm up here. Can, Embernice, can you hand this, or even just give this directly to, the guy?
I mean, which one? There's a lot of busted up people right now.
The guy that I busted, the guy that I dropped down a hole.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh boy, look at you. You're all crinkled up. That's rough, buddy.
She reaches up very delicately to grab the potion and then sets it down next to him.
Like, if I hold that any longer, it's just gonna break. Sorry. I'm sure you can just, we'll sit, buddy. Go for it.
He starts sipping like a
This
little
broken
dog.
man on the ground. Give me some of that juice.
So also, the 30, what that was Embernice's intimidate check to make the keepers and the blue jays listen to her. They are fully in respect of the Hersif's request. And so, how much does that little cure potion do? It's a D8 plus.
Well, it's moderate, right? So ain't it 2d8
I think it's 2d8 plus 3.
It should help him be a little less dead. A little.
It is a little less dead. He like very shakily gets up to his feet. Thanks.
Me when I get off the bus.
Yeah. This eel hound is just like growling in various directions towards keepers, and this blue jay's like, stop! Like, we need that right now. Stop.
Maze approaches this guy and is like, excuse me.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be for the best if you let Pride know what happened.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm already in the process of sending some runners to get a hold of him. I know he was visiting some family, so I'm sure he's at his home.
Oh no, honey.
This day's just gonna get better and better.
Oh, the best day for Pride Lionheart.
Yeah, you do, like, as these people are, as you guys are kind of interacting, there's still like a small crowd. I haven't put all the icons out here just because, like, and you can see that there's like now a wall is being created by the blue jays and keepers who are working in tandem, but there is a tense energy between them as they kind of block the ways, and you can hear people kind of mumbling, oh, that's right, Lionheart should have been here. Where's Pride? I'll leave it to a Lionheart to let someone down.
Shut up, he's in a bathtub crying with ice cream. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Has he not earned a good cry?
Yeah.
He Nash looks up at Dia. So, guy up there. What's up there?
Yeah, it was definitely a person. I didn't get to see them, but I think they were person-sized more or less, and I got a little bit of a voice. I think it's a man, and they're at least nimble enough to not get swept up in a whirlwind. Oh, they also hit me really hard. Yeah, no, whoever that is, it's no joke.
Okay, I'm gonna go up there, check to see if maybe left something behind. I don't know. But
Worth it.
Better to look and not find than it there and not look.
If there's anything up there, it should be lit up like a Christmas tree for a little while longer. Tried my best to get a trace on him, but he was already gone.
Okay, yes, that helps Deletta a lot.
Should I give her another one? How is she looking?
She's basically topped off at this point.
Okay.
I will tell you that Deletta essentially has like 40 hit points.
Okay.
She is a very squishy mage. She's not as strong.
Squishy. No, I mean, Dia is an outlier and should not be counted.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nash is just gonna do a quick scan of the roof, hoping to find like. Obviously, the guy isn't gonna be hearing no tracks, but maybe in all the wind, some like piece of cloth, like part of rip off something, any sort of evidence that someone was here.
He dropped one of his false eyelashes.
Oh my god, one of his...
Like Cinderella's slipper.
Oh, damn. Nope, I forgot that, so it doesn't happen. Okay, keep going.
Oh. Hooray!
Oh, it would have made me... yeah, it would have made things way worse, but I forgot, and we've already RP'd, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. So Nash, if you want to give me, I guess this would be a survival check, because this is like tracking more specifically, and looking for a trace.
Yeah, let me get that check. I'm barbarian, not a lot of skills, but I try.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do my base, and if the glitter dust helps at all or not, that's up to you,
yeah,
but I'll just do the base. Yeah, I figure the glitter dust, if there's an item or something, it would highlight it a little bit.
Yeah, the fake eyelash. Let's go.
All right.
Champion Nash today.
Yeah, so Nash, you are focused. This is the person that hurt Deletta. Maybe not directly, but this will have consequences for her.
Yeah, this is a mess. Hurt Dia too. This is important.
Yeah, this is bad. You get real close to the ground and kind of sniff it out, and the things that catch your attention is whoever this was. There is like, because dust had been moved around here so much, there is like a like footprint that kind of remains. It's not very distinct though, and you do know from looking at it that it's like just average sized. It's not a high heel. It's not even a business shoe. Like it looks like what you would like cliche Blue's Clues like shoe print.
Oh man, is this a nondescript, boring motherfucker? Damn.
With a 26, that's some magic bullshit right there. That's someone that's able to hide their tracks pretty well.
Yeah, like not even having like the distinctive gripping on the bottom of the boot is weird.
Yeah.
Every boot or shoe has a little bit of gripping on the bottom.
Yeah. And looking around a bit more, you notice that whoever this was, when they were done here, they did like a cartwheel and then flipped out. So you find like some handprints as well. But again, it's that classic just like Blue's Clues.
It's just a hand turkey.
The handprints! They're backwards!
Like in the glitter dust!
It's a glittery hand turkey.
Alright, we gotta go around and point at everybody and get mandatory jazz hands and check.
Well, no, because they left after, before the glitter dust happened, so they wouldn't be glittered, but wouldn't that be funny?
And with your survival check, here, what I can do actually, is
Wow.
So you guys are here right now. I'll ping. Boop.
You did such a good job recreating the way the map looks. I love it.
Thank you. I was really concerned I didn't.
No, you super did. I noticed it as soon as the map changed.
So it's one of the reasons I'm tired. So it's fine. So you notice that this individual, because it'd be basically this roof, they dashed out in this direction. They went up the road, it looks like.
They might have gone into the tunnel.
Whoa!
That was really funny because you roboted during that, so it's like,
Whoa!
No. Yeah, and
so this is a cocky bastard with, like, grounds to be cocky with how good they are at
a gymnastics check.
With a gymnastic check. So Bella again.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I just brought
It was
Bella back and she's like,
Bella.
I thought it'd be fun if I was bad again.
I vouched for you and everything. Come on.
I've killed people for years, but like, what if I killed them politically?
Yeah. So that's about as much as you get. I realize that's not a whole lot,
It's
but
because
again,
there's
this is
nothing.
magic
In
bullshit.
the circumstances, it's a lot, actually.
It's anything at all. Wizards can really give you less than anything.
Yeah. There's still like this high energy, high tension. Notably, like these keepers kind of like brush off the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are like huddled up, like, dude, what the fuck was that? Like, and like notably, you hear them like, God, you dropped the ball so hard. Yeah, like you didn't, and it's just there is so much bickering between all of them, and you notice that the keepers are like actively trying to like cover the body just so like civilians don't see.
Jeez. Do you think it's all right to set me down now?
Oh, yeah, I scared them.
And she very gently sets you down and puts her hands on her hips. So, oh God. I'll let the Hersif family know. They're
you should probably. I'm sure information's gonna circulate real fast, but
yeah. And don't worry. I'm gonna let them know that there was some magic crap going on. Ami should be able to help. She's real smart at this sort of stuff.
Yeah, Nash hops down and is like, definitely, use magic to be invisible and disguise body too. Tracks were not distinct at all.
Yeah.
Like, weird,
Well,
not
they
distinct.
clearly had a plan, so that's not too surprising.
Thing went up road, maybe into tunnel, but long gone by now.
If you'll excuse me, I need to do something disgusting for a second. Walks over to these keepers. Gentlemen, is there anything I can help you with?
They like, you see the one in front of you is about to like tell you off, and then Embernice, her eyes glow and her hair kind of flutters. Not at the moment. If you don't mind, we will be interviewing you, seeing as you're all witnesses. Thank you, for the most part, for your assistance. Gestures to Maze, and then like there's a little hesitance when gesturing to Nash. You two especially, thank you for your aid in this matter. And one of the Blue Jays steps up. Actually, this is a Leviara problem. We'll conduct the interview.
Hey, guess what? Now's not the fucking time for this guy.
Yes, seeing as you might be a little biased, seeing as this could be the delegation from your Delato, this requires a fairly neutral eye in this regard. And Embernice like rolls her eyes. Jesus Christ, boys. Listen,
Not to... go ahead.
Embernice looks down. I was gonna go see if I could follow after that guy, but I'm gonna stick around here and play referee, I guess.
Not to put too fine a point on it, gentlemen, on both sides, but this was a setup, and your friend there, gestures to the keeper, died because of it, and it was not the Blue Jays who were responsible, nor was it the keepers in this case. So, you know, you can hold on to that anger. I probably would if it were me, but, you know, try to direct it in a productive direction. That's all I ask.
This keeper like finishes saying a small prayer for this dead keeper. Do you have any... Listen, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but do you have any proof of that? Because a lot of shit just happened, and it was pretty chaotic, and based on what we saw, you have to understand.
No, I get it. No, I suppose we won't have hard proof until we capture the person who was responsible, but... Likewise, I think you can agree that obviously something strange happened here, given that nothing to this scale has happened, and a lot of people behaved suddenly inexplicably. So just keep that in mind before you draw conclusions.
You get the feeling, without even having to roll a sense motive, that there is this energy of like, yeah, all right, whatever, sweetheart, because there's been like they're taking your words to heart of like there's something else amiss here. But when you're also saying like some people were acting bizarrely, some of them kind of mumble themselves like it's not too out of nature for them, and it's just like,
yeah, and also some people is entirely just the Blue Jays, so not really a whole lot of middle ground to be had here.
I wasn't expecting to make a ton of progress with that, but I think she would feel obligated to say something to that effect.
And it is a good thing you did that, because I'll just say this with confidence that you would get as well. You get the feeling that both parties are going to report back to whoever's their higher ups and be like, here's what happened, here's what we saw. We've got multiple people saying that there's some weird shit, and most especially a Hairsif person said that there's some weird bullshit going on. So there's still going to be that tension between the two factions, but thankfully it shouldn't be nearly as toxic.
Hairsif could probably, Embernice could probably see Blue Jays might also have the same signs of Mind Effect in effect on them, physically. So that would definitely be a help on the, hey, maybe they didn't just stab you in the street during a riot for some reason.
Mostly Dia's just trying to play good cop to Embernice's bad cop, seeing that her favored tactic was intimidating them into not throwing hands. No, buddy, I'm on your side.
Embernice is a kind person. She's just not good at conveying that, but because of her size and just like clear presence, she's better at intimidating.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is such a like pointless use of this, but actually, maybe that's not a good idea. Okay. So my two thoughts consecutively were, I was like, I feel like given that the Keepers are the ones who actually lost a guy, maybe it would be a gesture of good faith to be like, hey, can I help you, get the body home or dress it or anything? And I was like, let's see, what could I actually do to accomplish that? And I looked in my inventory and I was like, I don't have spells for like manipulating corpses, but that the corpse staff has restore corpse, so I could like clean up the body and make it look really nice. And then I was like, but first I would have to take out a gnarly staff with a fucking skull on the end to be like, let me work my magics on your friend's body.
Now alternatively, you could help them move the body by turning into a gargoyle and flying it there, which would be equally appreciated, I'm sure.
I think Dia doesn't need to.
Yeah.
I think we've done enough.
Yeah. So, all of that crazy bullshit happens, but there was something else going on.
Indeed, there was.
When all of that was happening. So, we're gonna.
Oh shit! You actually made.
Oh wow, that's really funny to see her here.
Yeah, so you two come running in. Deletta was pretty well busted up, to be quite frank. And she comes in. She's still covering her arm, but it's now not bleeding anymore thanks to your healing. And she just like sits down in this chair. I don't understand what happened.
I don't either. A lot happened all at once. Just take a moment, okay?
I'm very sorry.
Don't apologize, just breathe. You're safe here. We're in a safe place. It's quiet. There's not going to be anybody busting down that door to interrogate you, okay?
Okay. And she just looks down, and you see that she is just openly bawling at this point. She's like trying to cover it up, but like this was a lot.
Yeah, he'll reach out and hold her hand and just wait until she's at least managed to catch some of her breath.
She like looks. She's a little startled at first, but then she gently pats it and gives you a very warm smile, and you just big snot just bring it back in. She's like, I'm so happy to have met people like you. You're so kind. Thank you.
He just gives her a wry smile.
They're gonna handle whatever's going on out there, okay? We just have to wait here, and I'll give it a few minutes. They were quick, but you just need a few minutes, okay?
Okay. I'll just. I feel so stupid. He gave me it, and I didn't even think about it until now. And she reaches up, and you see that little gold clasp around her neck, and she presses it, and you see boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, and it just kind of like gives off this faint glow. That'll let Pride know where we are.
And he gave you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said anytime if he wasn't around, to just give it a little press, little squeeze, and he'd come running.
Okay.
He's normally right next to me, so I didn't think I'd need it.
All right. Was there anything? What started all of that?
Well, it was a situation of some keepers and blue jays were patrolling on the same route, and not a full-on argument, but there was clear tension. So I came over and I just tried to calm them down. I think it's important as Portmaster that I shouldn't be hiding, despite the fact that, as you saw, there's a lot of disagreement with my decision.
Where were you headed? What were you doing when you noticed that?
Oh, I was just I really didn't really have much of a plan. I was thinking of popping on by the Art of It All, which is a cute little art shop, because I wanted to get something for Nash. I really haven't had time to make anything for him.
I don't think you'll mind. Okay.
But I mind.
He gives her a sad little look.
And so I just wanted to try and calm it down and make it clear that, yes, while the keepers, they should be gone by now. There was people nearby who started getting upset that the keepers are doing a better job keeping us safe, defending for the Blue Jays instead. And then it just escalated from there. And you saw the result of it. They just started barraging me with questions and accusations, and
now there's a slim chance of this. Excuse me, could you get us some water, please?
Yeah. Is holy water fine?
Yes, I'm sure that'll be fine, thank you.
Perfect.
This is an odd question, and it's fine if you don't actually know. Did you notice the first person to speak up, and basically, not amongst the keepers of the Blue Jays, were there any citizens who threw the first stones? Metaphorically.
I will have her roll a perception check to kind of like, in hindsight, think about that.
Not bad, girly.
I think it came from. She's thinking. Oh, that it feels so obvious now, but I could tell. There was someone with a hood, in the back. I think maybe an Undine. I don't really know. I could tell that there was kind of a slickness to the skin. I couldn't directly see it, but I could see the shimmer, and that's you. That's you. It's yeah.
That's good. That's actually really good. Did you see what color the hood was? Probably just nondescript, black hood, gray hood, something.
It was this like
purple and gray, I think it was.
Well, he kind of raises an eyebrow and tilts his head at her. That sounds like that's probably magic.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, probably.
It's fine. Okay,
Oh. She just like kind of puts her elbows on her knees and just puts her head in her hands.
deep breath. Okay. I'm gonna... It's probably been enough time now, maybe. I'll see 1 second. Thank you.
Hi. Yeah.
Hi. Thank you. Can you...
Deletta actually looks at her.
Oh, Yaris, hello.
Hi. I was going to ask how you're doing, but you seem to have been through a lot, and this fine gentleman seems to be doing a good job. So, not to pass the buck, buddy, I just feel like that's probably the smart thing to do here, yeah?
No, I'm gonna pass it back to you. Thank you for the water, thank you very much. Could you go outside and stand outside and, the big man, I'm sure you know him, when he comes around, just holler in at us so he doesn't break the door down.
Pride, I would have to guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye. Actually, I can just here. Hold on.
She moves her hands around.
Ascending.
Hi, Pride. It's Yaris. Deletta looks real rough right now. Some red-haired dudes with her, and is helping.
Wow.
We're at the Church of
okay.
Nisei. Please come quickly.
Thank you for not making me sound like a villain there.
Why would you look like a cook? Unless you're cooking up trouble.
Isn't this great? Comedy's already back here. Look, we're having a great time.
Deletta is bawling.
Oh, honey. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I'll go watch for Pride.
All right. I'll do the same. I'll send a message to my people. Mace! Hello!
And then Maze basically fucks it up halfway through.
God damn it. Okay, seems like it's dealt with. Okay. Okay, and definitely something strange going on there.
Also, what happened with your teleport? I mean, thank you for getting me out of there, but I don't really have much experience with it.
Oh, I don't know. There's something there. There was something there, and I don't like it. Have you ever heard of anything like that happening before? That is bizarre.
Let's see here. My expertise is enchantment. So I don't really have much knowledge about conjuration.
I don't even think it matters for that. I think it was just some sort of interference. That felt like something that could interfere with any magic.
Spellcraft check. Actually pretty good.
Oh, come on, Deletta. You went to school. Come on. Think.
But school for what? I don't remember.
She ponders and comes to the conclusion.
I think there is there is an abjuration sort of spell. I'm so sorry. I can't remember what it's called. But if they are able to see someone about to move a great distance or something, they can interrupt it. The scary part is that it doesn't prevent you from going, but if by chance you aren't strong enough to push through it, it just teleports you at full force of the speed in a random direction.
Okay, that's what that was. Well, good thing my aim is very precise. I thought you were gonna say something diabolical like they can come with you when you don't know, and I was ready to kill. Oh boy.
Deletta cups her chin.
I don't think. Oh my God. She's
He pulls out a gun. He flat out pulls out a gun.
Yeah, Deletta actually.
And he just stands by this wall.
We will wait. We will wait.
It isn't long until the doors blast open, and Pride Lionheart comes in, and very like he straight up pushes past you, and just spins on his heel. Like before he fully came into the room, peripheral vision, he caught her, spun, and just like landed on one knee, put his hands on her shoulders. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Mr. Redpath has been very kind, and the others were... Oh God, the others!
We will check on them soon.
They're fine.
It's not long until... Okay, Pride's here. God, just like a lightning bolt. Here. And Pride just like hands her a little like bottle of water.
Oh, I already got a little bit of water.
Have more. Stay hydrated. Redpath. Forgive me.
Take a seat. Sit down.
He just instead stands at full attention. He's in business mode. What happened?
I said take a seat.
Give me a intimidate or diplomacy check.
It's diplomacy. He is putting on his comforting parent-ish kind of role here.
Just gotten her to calm down. We don't need two people hyperventilating.
He sits on the pew. Elaborate. What did I miss?
We were on our way through the streets, and we happened upon a commotion in which a crowd was formed around Miss Gelato, and apparently it was because Blue Jays and Keepers started butting heads, and then an unknown party seemed to light the fuse, and there was some magic tossed about, and this unknown party seems to have thrown a wrench into things just to make her look bad. There was a fight, and I got her out of there before she got too hurt. The rest of my people are dealing with it.
Shit. Oh, this is gonna complicate things.
If it makes you feel better, Maze jumped right into action.
He kind of like cocks an eyebrow. Why would that specifically... Does he have a habit of not?
You gave him a job to do, am I correct?
I did.
He tends to get them done.
Good. We're going to need efficient people. We need to plan exceedingly carefully for what our next move is. We can't outright apologize to the public, because then that means we take responsibility for this attack. He's thinking.
Hold on a moment. I think before we make any plans at all, we should wait until the wave has died down.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I should have specified that. I'm just in planning mode.
I mean, we have to address this, though, at some point.
Tomorrow, I think, is our best course of action. Time to think. Let it simmer for a moment, but not too long to let the public create wild rumors and make it even more difficult to quell them.
Wow. Oh, wow. So I'm just going to stick to the rules of separating government from religion. Good luck.
She just goes upstairs.
She seems nice.
Yes, odd one, but pleasant. First things first. He looks over at Deletta. We need to get you home, or even to my house. You have a different idea?
Somewhere else. Not where people expect her to be, though. Otherwise, this is just going to happen again. It's unfortunate, Deletta, but if they knew where you were going, just, on your regular sort of route, your regular sort of places that you frequent, then they're probably going to target you in any other place you feel safe.
That makes sense. Yes, you're correct.
So your best bet is maybe to go somewhere unorthodox. Somewhere they'd never expect to see you.
She kind of tilts her head and she pulls out a little handkerchief. It's a nice soft blue with a blue jay feathers kind of pattern on it, and just big snot nose into it. Where might that be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know you.
How's about the Ebon Ward?
No, that's not what I fucking said. Absolutely not.
How's about the Pie Association?
Oh, I don't know the branch here. Sorry.
Pride thinks. Some options. The Lurie estate is a possibility. Deletta has had no business affiliation with them in quite some time. Hersif's, maybe.
I don't like that.
That's why I said maybe. I wasn't leaning into it. The theater?
Oh, the theater. That's fun.
Us hiding in another theater. Not again. Not again.
That way this can become Matthias's problem.
Oh, well.
Hey, Matthias, we've got some more fugitives for you.
Oh, wonderful.
The theater might not work, but I do have a similar alternative, should it not?
They look at you.
It is a Ledoux property, technically.
Back to the boat. Let's go.
Where might that be, Mr. Redpath?
Matthias Ledoux has a charming little boat, the Green Apple. That's how we got here. And we trust Matthias enough for, we trust Chadork enough to keep us safe.
Pride steps up and kind of puts his hands behind his back. Ledoux normally stays out of political matters. It's not really their thing. Are you certain?
You feel that would throw a wrench in things?
He shakes his head. No, it's more... Ledoux, anytime we have asked them to be a part of negotiations, they have been adamant to not be involved unless it has some direct affiliation with a parade, a party, or something stupid.
Oh, I'm sure we could dangle some shiny object or enticing opportunity in front of their eyes.
I'm willing to try it. Pride kind of tugs at his beard a couple of times. No one would think you're there. Not many people realize the Green Apple is even a thing. All right. That's our best course of action, then. We need to create a disguise for you, Madame Delado. And... oh, God. I'm going to look at her spell list. I don't think...
We need a disguise for you. Gives her glasses.
I could just get her there. I could just go.
You're able to
We need a disguise for Deletta. Nash, your Fable 2 choice is back. No!
In fact, he looks out the window, trying to see how far away.
Yeah, I could get all three of us there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, lead the way, I suppose.
All right, hold hands.
All right. So, you all hold hands and...
Oh, we forgot to tell Eurus. Oh well.
Yeah, there's a moment of like, I thought about it, and maybe you'd like some crackers. Where'd they go? Well, one less thing for me to worry about.
Get crackers for you. Now she's going to eat them all.
They are for me because I am good.
All right.
Theme of Eurus.
Theme of Eurus. So, at this point in time, Redpath is over here by the docks.
Redpath over by the docks.
That's him.
With Pride
I am
Lionheart
splashing in the water.
and Deletta Delato. Cool. I think that might be an okay place to call it, yeah?
Yeah, unless we can think of something that fits into like 15 minutes as a coda, but I don't have anything.
I mean, unless we want to go through the thrilling process of a keeper interrogation, then I feel like
we can do that off screen.
Yeah, unless there's new information gonna come out there, which I can't imagine there's gonna be because it'll be us telling them what happened. So
So cool beans. What will happen next time on Ebon Ward?
Wow. What will happen indeed?
Of it's like, well, we could spend all day in the library. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could go looking for trouble.
Oh! I seriously fucked this up when I did that.
How do you mean?
Hey guys, let's go wander the streets and look for trouble. Uh-oh, trouble!
Hey, I mean, if you didn't go looking for trouble, then like Deletta probably would have been, killed. Fortunately, you gave her the gift, so like that wouldn't be your fault at that point.
I protected her.
Yeah. Not Nash. I, Rube, saved her by giving her the gift before she could be tragically killed before I could give her the gift.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I should know. You have T-minus 8 hours until something erupts from the ocean to come to help. There is a very angry blonde woman en route when she finds out.
Oh boy.
That was a fun session, and I know we've got fan art. You should change to happier music. I know we've got fan art before we go through it. Got to do spiel related things. Hey, we have a Discord. If you haven't heard, it's our community hub. It's where all of the things happen. It's where everybody talks about the shows that they like, and it's the space that we all occupy. It's where the schedule is, and it's where people submit fan art, which we'll get to. But also, in addition to that, did you know that we have a Patreon? That's what pays for all the pretty artwork that you see in this campaign. Consider supporting us there. It helps us pay for things, and if you want to have access to that pretty artwork, it's all there.
Yeah, and another cool thing that we're going to be doing, which could be helpful for your own personal games, is each month we're going to release a batch of generics.
Yes.
So, pretty useful.
I still need to do that today. I'll probably do that today now that you've mentioned it on stream, so now I really have an obligation to do it.
It wasn't even meant to be that. It was just like
it's just a convenient happenstance. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Meanwhile, Imgur, do we have one?
I believe we do. Let me track it down. We do, and it's all thanks to Signed Centaur.
Thank you so much. Having Imgurs really simplifies this process for us, so it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Having War number 112, there's nothing inherently wrong with almost killing a noble friend in hysteria. That's very funny. Yeah, I haven't been able to do the description since Twitch took descriptions away. So
Twitch just straight up removed that feature?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, I can still write them, but like I'm pretty sure people can't actually see them. At least that was last time I checked. But yeah, thank you so much for making this. First from And Yet No Bananas, Tarlin Family Crest.
Batman!
About to do bum 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 bum, bum. You know, the theme of Batman.
Right.
Yeah, Sephiroth.
That's the guy.
And then from Signed Centaur, we've got the session rating scale.
Everything bummed DK and Diddy.
Yeah.
When you go to the club when you almost died.
Wagga Baba Bobo, the jailer, has decided to execute you.
And Tom Bombadil. Perfect.
Yeah, that's I was like, who's that in the lower right?
It's always Tom Bombadil, baby. 100 years Bombadil. Thank you, Science Centaur.
The minecart gif is the keepers going back to the keep and the blue jays going back.
Yeah, it's literally everyone involved. Thank you so
Everyone
much,
had a bad time.
Then from And Yet No Bananas. It's literally just that fucking scene
SpongeBob.
in... No, not SpongeBob, in fucking Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a good emotion.
No, I mean, it's not a good emotion there either. Thank you, And Yet No Bananas. Then also from And Yet No Bananas.
Delotto's in the wrong, I say.
I disagree, good sir.
Oh, there were
Everyone
many.
jump in.
Many of
There
them.
were
It's,
many.
it's a civil debate. Thank you, And Yet No Bananas. from Mario Fan 63.
Garen Evelyn's #1 bass fishing. Kiss my bass.
He's so stoked, bro. He's so fucking happy.
He's so glad that something's gone wrong today and he wasn't there.
Good for him.
Imagine
Good for him.
if Garen was present and failed that save.
Yeah.
No.
Would have really, really
He's
put
a
a
paladin.
damper
If
on
he fails
his,
that save, he only has himself to blame.
That's true.
Remember when we fucking fought those ghosts? It was like, well, Maze is fucked, but Garen will be fine. Maze, like, rolls a 20,
Opposite.
Garen rolls a 1.
Thank you, Derek. Then from Ziggy.
If I had a nickel for every time I got stabbed by a blue jay, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Yeah, that has happened twice now. I have full faith in our government.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Thank you, Ziggy.
Ooh, I eat candlestick.
Then
Candle
from
blight.
Dust the Artificer. Candle.
Candle, blight, candle.
Candle
Very
Blight
nice.
Candle. So
Oozing.
I'm thrilled that Candleblight was not in this episode, and I'll say that about every episode.
God, can you, with a water elemental present? What a fun combo.
Weak. Bye, Leviara.
Then from And Yet No Bananas. I'm just gonna sit.
I don't know if you've seen that video. It's like 5 seconds long where there's 2 dogs barking at each other under the fence. And then this other one comes in. Oh, that's the sound I'm envisioning from that. It's such a funny noise.
Thank you, Yet No Bananas. then from Jenny. But I can't. God damn it!
Oh, Maze, I'm sorry.
Could not contribute. Hey man, rogues have a built-in weakness. They have many of them, actually, but you know, sometimes you fight their built-in weakness.
There's so many built-in weaknesses.
Then from Name.
Aw.
Big.
Aww.
I love that, like, mechanically, Embernice is she's large, right? Because she's a 2x2, so, like, she's only probably, by mechanical standards, shouldn't be more than, like, 12 to 14 feet tall, but, like, the mental image of this scale is way funnier and greater for what it enables.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Thank you, Name. Then from And Yet No Bananas. Yeah, teamwork!
Teamwork makes the dream work. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, it is. It does work out to be a pretty cool image. What our teamwork did.
The most important thing is that the keepers didn't get the kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Then,
I will say there were many things that were going to be factored in. The keepers were next, so had Maze rolled 2 less damage, the keepers would have gotten it.
clutched it out, baby.
Yeah.
Then from And Yet No Bananas.
Yeah, see, this is why sometimes it pays to ignore the strictest interpretation of creature sizing, because you get gems
It pays
like
to
this.
ignore the truth.
Big woman.
This is a very she asked for no pickles kind of image.
Yeah. Truth is actually relative, and we can decide that.
It's true.
She asked not to be mind controlled.
You know, Bananas. Then from Archsteel.
Hold Dia gentle.
Gentle like hamburger.
Like hamburger.
No, I said shoulder, but I couldn't stop thinking about this. It is funnier. Thank you, Archsteel. Then from Venomous Tia.
Average wizard has super high HP factoid, actually just statistical error. Average wizard has no HP. Swole Dia, who lives in cave and holds over 10,000 each day, is an outlier and should not have been counted.
It's true.
It is true. Dia is weird.
That's putting it lightly. Thank you, Venomous Dia. Then from India No Bananas.
Yeah, I thought I'd mess with you guys one last time. For old time's sake.
Why did you follow us?
I don't know. It's hard. You didn't say I couldn't, and besides...
I explicitly said you couldn't.
Oh. Oh, wow. That hurts my feelings.
Don't care.
Sad Tigger walk away gif.
Want you to draw her again.
Then from Carabao 197.
Nash just, Maze just javelins.
Charge! First blood!
You okay, Maze?
Nash, get my gun.
Hands in your arm.
You could have shot your gun arm at it, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it got blown off. Thank you, Carabao. MMG Jimmy. Yeah, kill steal!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Thank you so much. Then from Carabao 197.
Oh, it's Sebastian Berger getting fucking killed again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Get
it's
Burger, the man unlucky enough to get killed by death.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Hey, I haven't mentioned it in character yet, but like how are you going to approach Eugene Verger again after having eaten his son?
Only a
That
little
sounds like a later problem. Also, you guys keep saying I ate Sebastian. I barely got to eat any of him, and like really all I did was kill him in a gruesome way.
Dia, you ate Sebastian Berger. Moving on.
Look how much Sebastian Berger is left on the floor. None of that is in my stomach.
He is not a member of the Clean Plate Club. Now you care about it. Then from Bacon Dave.
Alice, do something!
Thank you.
Very funny.
He did eventually. And then from Yet No Bananas.
Oh, we're just having a good time here. She'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think there's at least I think there's an
Oh.
update.
Well, there's an update to the rating scale. I'm not sure what has changed. Or maybe it just reorganized the imager and moved it down. Sometimes that happens.
I'm pretty sure it reorganized.
And
the
then
imager for that one.
then there's
Womana.
Yeah. Womana. Yeah, no, lovely work on Embernice's design skiff, and then also the full body, because I love that the shoulder pauldrons are the wing design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or not the wing, but the flame that's next to the hummingbird. It's lovely.
It looks.
I love-
it looks super cool.
I love that even though she's like clearly a jock, she has very specialized skills and knowledge and puts them to use.
Yeah. She's a big part of security. She needs to know these things.
You gotta know stuff. You can't have all your fighting done by fools, you know?
Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, thank you all so much for submitting that, and Will,
Hey.
thank you so much for running this. This was a fun session.
Yeah, thanks for playing. I know it's been a little slow going, so it was fun to finally have the hit the gas part.
Yeah. Now I feel like we're gonna very rapidly hit the gas on this adventure. I can't wait to see where we're going. Thanks so much to my fellow players for being here. You guys did a great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And chat, thank you all so much for being here as well. There
was one more piece of fan art that we did skip on accident.
No!
Because it reorganized. It reorganized, so it moved shit around. I'll post it.
God damn it.
Here.
All right, fine. We're going back.
Is it the orcs?
Yes, it's the orcs, which is from Kuroyuki.
Oh.
Meanwhile, as a man is being eaten by a hole,
can we get ice cream?
After my hot yoga class, hon.
Oh.
They do not know how close they were to being eaten by a hole.
Oops. All right, now we're done. Now there's no more fan art. Chat, thanks for being great. You're awesome. If you gave us money, that's great. If you didn't, that's also great. Just being here is great. Thank you so much for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You gonna toodles?
I did toodles.
I did not hear a
it
toodles.
didn't come through.
Toodles!
It didn't come through.
Toodles!
Toodles!